Nowadays, a lot of companies are doing the double welt pocket as a fake. That is obviously done in a pair of trousers where it's used at the bag, so you won't have all the pocket bag to be seen through the layers. To do that, it's very much like an ordinary welt pocket. I got here the pieces, 2 small pieces and a facing. Let's just start with this. I have here my small pocket pieces. They are super small, so sometimes you feel you've got 2 big thumbs, but hopefully it works out. Like this, I placed it equal to the marks I made. Now I start 1 centimeter in front of the mark, and now I'm stitching in the middle of these. So I stitch exactly, and this time as well, when you're doing welt pocket, you've got to be accurate. So I stitch in here at the center. Now got the first one. Now I've got to place the second on top, and here it's important that you make it exactly the same length, because otherwise we can't get nice corners. So I do like this. Here, and stitch that as well in the center. Now we got it, and it's time for cutting. Cutting is exactly the same as we used to. So a cut in the center stops approximately 1.5 from the edge, and cutting out here to the first, stitching the same here. And don't cut in the pocket pieces, just if this were a pair of trousers, only in the back side. And now it's possible to turn it. So I'm going to do some ironing, and now it's ironed. Now we can just place this piece here, which I have overlocked all the way around, at the back to cover, like this. And now it's possible to do it different ways. You can either stitch it in the shadow, or you can make a visible stitching. But what I do first is sew across these small corners. So I do that as close as possible. So we'll get a nice square, and here as well across this triangle in the bottom of it. Now, as I said, you can make a stitching all the way around. That's one way. It's also possible to open it up and stitch it here, so there won't be any visible stitches. Now I'll do that just because The other thing is quite obvious, so I just close all of this in here. I stitch in exactly the same line as I done first. It's incredible, all these loose threads that's coming when you're sewing, but remember to remove it, because in the end that's what makes things look nice and finished. And then I can do the last one here, opening up and stitching. And we've got a fake welt pocket. You can't open up, but it's definitely looking as if. And of course you can always put a little strap or something with a button, but this is the possibility that can be used on the back of a pair of trousers where you don't want to have all the extra fabric. Did you like what you just seen, and do you want to learn more? Then subscribe. I'll constantly develop and upload new things, all based upon the professional way of sewing. All the best from me, and good luck with your work.